Welcome to episode 1 of I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this shit. But a lot of crypto YouTubers, they like to make tier lists. But who makes tier lists about crypto YouTubers? Well, here we go. How good are these YouTubers actually? Already let me know down in the comments if you have a certain YouTuber, KOL, influencer, could also be someone from Twitter or whatever you would like me to review to put them into a tier list. Let me know. But there are a couple of people that I think you should follow them, or you should definitely not follow them, or somewhere in the middle to get your crypto advice, because it's not that hard to make it in crypto. You should not listen to the wrong people in the first place. That's what got me wrecked hard. But there are also people that I feel like, yeah, you can do a bunch of research, but if you just listen to these people, you will do very fine. So let's rank these crypto YouTubers. I'm super excited. Again, I don't know if you're going to agree, but this is just my experience with these people. And luckily, I'm doing fine on my own, okay? I am not here to make friends, okay? So for everybody that's in this list and maybe watching and be like, fuck you, what the fuck me then? I don't give a shit. Whatever, step up your game, man. So I only have 15 people right here, right now, but these are the people that came across my path most and that I think most people look up to or watch or whatever, that I think are pretty good to rank. So let's get right into it. But before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, because again, guys, it's more than just picking good coins that we can put here, right? These influencers play a big role. And it's not that influencers are bad or anything. Matter of fact, there are, again, like I said, people that are really good at what they do. And I think could be very valuable, actually. But there are just a lot of people in this space with the wrong intentions, or they try to make a hustle out of their influencer being, but if it's actually helpful for people, So let's get right into it. First one, Becker. Look, this is all gonna be my opinion, okay? You can definitely disagree or agree with what I am saying right now. Becker. Well, look, I think that it's in crypto, it's all super serious, and it's hard. It's like not always fun in crypto, and we need some entertainment as well. That's he completely nails that. Okay, so he's just funny. I mostly look at his videos to just laugh. Right, the information that I get is like, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. People more look at his videos because they feel like, wow, he has such a following. Maybe he's going to mention this coin and then it's going to pump because he mentions it, right? It's not, he mentions it because he's so good at what he does. But he keeps it simple. I like that. I agree with the fact that gaming is going to be huge. I think most people agree with that. So I definitely agree with that. What I do dislike about him is that he's really much there when things are going up, and that's fine. But I think we need more people that are there when things are doing this, because that's where you can learn actually, and that's where you should educate yourself. And if you find the right channels, then that's gold, right? In a bull market, we don't need people to call things up because everything goes up. And then these people can say like, hey, I was right. Yeah, but fucking, of course it goes up. Of course. It's like giving out Viagra and then say like, it goes up right now. Yeah, that's kind of predictable, right? Nevertheless, he has some good content. He makes some good calls. He makes some bad calls like everybody does. So I will put him in the fun but meh category. And the categories are listed by this, by the way. Must follow to make it. So there are some people that I would say follow it if you can daily, because this is where you should get your information from. These people nailed it. They really know what they talk about. Then we have huge alpha, guys that just bring really good alpha to the table. Not a must, but definitely worth to follow. Then we have fun, but meh, some good content, but maybe not that special, but nevertheless nice anyway. Then we have the tier better ignore them. Like, just don't look at it. It's not gonna help you in any way. And then we have the lowest tier. You will lose all your money if you listen to these guys. So not only ignore them, block them, report them, put them in jail, right? That kind of shit. But Alex Becker is nicely in the middle, I think. Then we have Crypto God John. Crypto God John, it's not a YouTuber actually, as far as I know. Maybe, I don't know. I only see him on Twitter. And Crypto God John, he's mostly into AI. He has some good calls, actually. He knows what he's talking about. He's not too overhyped. He stays realistic. He talks about coins with conviction as well. If he talks about a coin in March, he still talks about it in September, you know? That's what I like. That's what I respect. And I would say I would put him somewhere between Fun But Meh and Huge Alpha. But there should be a tier between that, actually, and that's the tier that defines him. But I would put him in the front of the Fun But Meh for now. Then we have EllioTrades. Look, I don't know. I see a lot of people, they hate on him. I don't. I definitely don't. I think he is one of the better people in the space. Whenever he makes a video, he just doesn't call coins or whatever. He gives you the information on why he is bullish, on why he is bearish. And it's not even about being right or wrong. It's about, you know, having the conviction because of the right reasons. And then there's a high chance that you are right, and there's always a chance that you are wrong with something. That doesn't really matter. But he's often pretty right about things as well. And he is just a builder in the space. He's more than just let's talk on YouTube and on Twitter, etc. He's always also really dedicated with space, and I really like that. He covers macro as well. He's very good at explaining why certain coins are good. So yeah, EllioTrades is definitely huge alpha for me, for sure. Then we have Altcoin Daily. Altcoin Daily is like my it's like Cointelegraph on YouTube, basically. They cover news. They do it in a nice way. So if you want to follow news, then I would say it's good to follow them. Like what happened last week? What happened? Like it's like okay, it's okay, right? The coins that they call, however, that's bullshit. To be honest, I'm gonna be very, very, very honest in this video. That's bullshit in my opinion, because they make a lot of top 10 crypto videos, and it's always a different coin. So how reliable is it? There's also a lot of paid promotion on the channel. I don't like it. And like, yeah, I don't know. I like these guys. I like them as persons, I think. I don't know them, but they seem like nice people. But the thing for me, it's like it's only valuable for the news, but it's not that I cannot get that news anywhere else. So I would put them somewhere between Better Ignore Them and Fun But Meh. And I will put them at the latest of Fun But Meh, because I don't think you should ignore them, but it's also not really like doing anything or whatever. Then we have Miles Deutscher. I don't watch many videos of him, to be honest. However, when he was still at Crypto Banter, I did watch some stuff, and what I remember from him, that he was pretty good at what he does when it comes to DeFi. So he has a niche that he knows about. That's really awesome. I don't know about the calls that he made, like, is it wrong, is it right? He made some wrong calls, he made some right calls. You guys probably know him better than I do, so it's not really fair for me to rank him, actually. But he's one of the bigger people in the space. So I had to put him on the list. Based on the information that I know, yeah, he's good with airdrops. He's good with farming. He's good with DeFi. If you like that kind of stuff, then he could have some alpha. He also has a certain reputation of paid shills, I know. So I would put him in the fun but meh category between Alex Becker and Altcoin Daily, actually. I think that's pretty fair. Then we have Jason Pizzino. He is like, Jason is what I like about him is that he explains crypto without explaining crypto too much. Because there are not a lot of people in this space that understand that crypto moves based on the fact that there's way more behind it. And he looks at more than that. He looks at the macro, the real estate, etc. And he knows it well. He knows it really well. So I would say he is number one on the huge alpha list, if you ask me. So he should be here. Can I switch them? Yes. So far that's the best to follow, actually. I know a lot of people they like to look at influencers that give you coins and calls and etc. But let's be honest, guys. If it's a bear market, don't be in it. You should learn. If it's a bull market, then it doesn't matter because most things fly. So is it really that valuable to look at that kind of content? You better invest in yourself by learning. And I think that's most important by far. And based on that, I'm going to rank these people. Then we have Guy, basically just Coinbureau. There's no bullshit there. There's no bullshit there. He understands clearly everything that he talks about. There are also people that try to talk about certain stuff, but you just feel like they don't really understand. He's not one of those, right? I think that he has good alpha, and that if you want to educate yourself, that you should look at him. So he's also at huge alpha. He's not better than Jason. In certain levels, he's better than Elliot. But Elliot is also a little more about. He's a little more direct, actually, and that's what people like more. I think, like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I expect, so I am investing in this. With Guy, he just gives you the information, and you should make your own conclusion out of that, which is actually better, but less entertaining. So I don't know what's better or not, but he's up there. Then we have Benjamin Cowen. Look, you can say whatever you want about him. I said whatever I wanted about him. There was a certain point where I disagreed with what he was doing, but he was right, man. And the thing is that what I noticed about Benjamin Cowen, whenever crypto was going down, he had a lot of haters, right? Or when it started to kind of go down. Like he spoke about mostly like Ethereum on its Bitcoin pair, it's going down. Altcoins on the Bitcoin pair, it's going down, right? And not buying yet. And a lot of people, they laughed at him. They said, you're going to be wrong. You're missing out, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, he was completely right and he killed it. And I can honestly say that if you, since 2019-20, followed exactly what he did, you nailed it. You completely nailed it. So yeah, this is a must follow to make it. That's clear. Like you only needed him basically. So yeah, very clearly, man. Lark Davis. Lark Davis is a funny dude. He is a I don't know. He's a likable dude. I think he's a fun guy to hang out with. It's entertaining. He gives you the news. He doesn't give too much coins. It's sometimes a little long content, but hey, who am I to say that, right? My 15-hour videos. It's not that you must follow him to make it, but it's also more than mass. He will get into the huge alpha right here, and I will put him here. Then we have Virtual Bacon. Virtual Bacon, he also the prime example of someone who completely understands what he's talking about. He knows his shit. He really, really, really knows his shit. I love what he does. He's a little conservative with his coins, right? So he will not very quickly say that, like, hey, this is a $4 million market cap coin that can fly. He will talk about the big caps. And that's fine. That's good, right? Like, there are a lot of people in this space that don't want to take too much risk. I mean, crypto is risky enough as it is, after all. So for that, his channel is insane. And the way he explains things, crazy. So yes, he is a must follow to make it. Then we have Lady of Crypto. Lady of Crypto is, I think she stands out because it's one of the fewer females in this space on YouTube. And that makes somebody maybe a little likable or anything. But I'm not gonna lie, like, there's too much shield shit right there, too much paid promotion. So I don't know, like, what's actually honest and what she's been paid for. And it's not that sometimes paid promotion is bad if the project is actually good, but you can just tell when something is paid, and then it's going too far. I don't know. I think it's better to ignore her. JNRY Crypto. JNRY Crypto is a YouTuber that you don't see a lot because he doesn't, he's not there a lot. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. When he drops a video, I always want to watch it. So he is doing something well. Then again, also when he drops a video, I always feel like, dude, you don't want to do this, do you? He always talks like, and today we're gonna talk about, like, are you depressed? Is everything okay? I want to hug you, man. But that could be his personality. It has nothing to do with the quality, of course, but it just stands out to me. It's nice to watch. It's fun to watch, but I don't get any value from it. So it's fun. Yeah, that's the definition of it's fun, but meh. The Moon Call. A big account, right? We have to talk about it. I don't see it on my timeline that much anymore. Maybe because I completely ignored everything. The algorithm felt like, okay, let's give up. But the Moon Call is the example of somebody who just bought very early and made a lot of money with it, and likes to show how rich he is, actually. Like, definitely not my type of person. But also, if you look at the content and the stuff that he talks about, and he's like, draw a line here and it's going a little above. It broke out. We're gonna fly. Like, this is straight nonsense, man. This is straight nonsense. So yeah, he is going to, like, behind this one. It's close to you will lose your money, I think. I'm not following anymore what he does. But yeah, nah, it's no. I don't know. MoneyZG. This guy is very, he's to the point. He's a little under the radar, maybe. I don't know. He has a lot of subscribers, but I never, like, I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people talk about him because he's not that personality, right? Ellio's a personality. Alex Becker is a personality, right? This guy is not a personality. He's just a dude which makes fucking good content. He really makes real good content. So I would say must follow to make it. he's very bullish at the moment if you look at his content, but he also really explains why. And always when I watch his videos, I'll be like, oh my God, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. It makes sense. Like, he has some really good content. And I think that if you look at his videos, you will understand why things are moving like they do. Then we have Krown. Krown, fun to watch. First off, I like it. I like the fact that he also he jokes on his shit, right? Like, I like that. I like a little personality. I like a little laughter. Like, I like the dude, man. I like the dude. I'm also scared the shit out of him because I would never want to fight that dude. It's a fucking grizzly bear. But no, apart from that, his content, look, he has made some wrong calls, but what he does, that doesn't matter. What he does and what he does best is, like I explained, he kind of gives you the scenarios that we could get, right? Like, Bitcoin could go up. These are the charts. So the chance that it goes up is really high. And then it still could go down, and you could be like, oh, it was a wrong call. No, the odds were in the favor, right? And that's what you should do with crypto. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, look, what's most likely, right? And most often those things play out. And sometimes they don't. But that's what he is really fucking good at. Really good at. It's not a must follow to make it, because he's not about macro. He's really about charts. And he's not there for you to understand what is crypto, how does the 4-year cycle move? Because he also says, like, yeah, it's probably going to top out in March or anything, or like Q4, Q1, right? That's what he says. I fully disagree with that. But nevertheless, you don't have to agree with everything, of course, to like somebody. And I think that he has some huge alpha. So when it comes to that, I would say, yeah, this is a hard one, man. He should be probably here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, then, then we have Crypto Capo, of course. Crypto Capo, like, he is more like a meme now, right? It's so funny. He was like, yeah, I don't even have to explain this to you, but it's just funny how this works. Like, this is the Jim Cramer of crypto. He called at the bottom, like, everything to go down really hard, and then it went up. And in March, when everything was at the peak, he said, yeah, we're going up, and it all went. Like, he is the ultimate counter trading signal, so you will lose your money if you listen to this dude. That's pretty clear, of course. But Capo, like, it went from, like, I don't know, man. It went from, it was pretty serious. Like, people actually believed him, etc., etc. And now it's just funny. Now it's just a meme. It's beyond. He really has to do something to save his career, because this is just fucking terrible. Actually, nevertheless, it's always fun to follow, right? Then I added Suppoman. Why? Because he has a lot of following. He has a lot of views, right? And I understand why. And that's simply because he understands how it works, right? He understands how being an influencer works. He doesn't understand how crypto maybe work necessarily, but he understands how being an influencer works. He makes a video, 100x, turn $1,000 into $1 million. And then he names 10 coins that 50x, this 50, 70x, 30x, right? That's not how you 100x your portfolio in the first place, but I get the clickbait. But with his content, it's always like, oh, this could do a 50x, this will do 50. Like, he is very good, like, getting people hyped up. Watch his channel, tell people what they want to hear, right? And the more following he has, the more money you make, of course, like right or left, that will happen. So he knows how to build a YouTube channel, make ridiculous calls, And yet people still follow him, although these calls won't happen. And of course, maybe he once or twice had something right, but if you call a million things, it should be right. But this is terrible. It's unrealistic. It's all about way too moonboy price predictions without ever explaining why actually. And I definitely doubt if he understands crypto in the first place. So this is a you will lose your money, but not after Capo, by the way. Nobody could be worse than Capo, so I have to give him that. Then we have Ran Neuner. I wanted to throw in like crypto Banter, but these are all different people, right? And like they're whatever. Ran. Look, I made a crypto song where I completely kind of I made fun of him. I publicly like to reply to him whenever he calls bullshit. There's a positive side, but let me start with the negative first. Ran also, he is the king of knowing how to run a business, right? He knows how to run a YouTube channel. He does that very well. He knows how to run a company. He knows how to get clicks, how to get views, how to get subscribers, how to make money from that, right? How to monetize his company, how to have way too many sponsorships, and how to keep the community engaged. That's the thing. Like, he knows about that, but it's so way too clickbaity. The titles on YouTube are like, it's kind of disgusting, actually, how clickbaity it is. And the times that he said like altseason, and that was just another like lower high or anything on the altcoin markets, right? Like, you will get wrecked if you listen to him. I listened to him in the past, and it was like crazy how I lost everything that I bought that he called, basically donkey, and I don't know, man. Absolutely terrible. And the worst thing is, he has a full team of researchers, and yet he doesn't seem to know shit about charting. But this is your full-time job. How can you, like, I don't know. Terrible. Also, the things that he calls on Twitter, like alt season just started, right? Like, and then it clearly did not. But his followers are like, wow, like, you are fooling people. I cannot imagine that you do not know better. But it's engagement and clicks is more important than his community, and that kind of disgusts me. There's a positive side. He brings people to his show that actually do have value. So it's kind of the center of crypto YouTube. Also, he is entertaining. He's fun to look at when he I don't know, man. Sometimes I just look at his show, not for the information, but just I want to laugh a little bit, and that's definitely possible. He's when it comes to that, a fun person to look at. And he covers news pretty good, but again, that's his team of researchers. That's not him necessarily. So yeah, when like, I would still put him at the you will lose all your money. Actually, I think. Yeah, that's where he should be. Is that correct? I like Suppoman is worse, by the way, of course. Like, Rand gives reasons, and like, okay, he's way better than that. But yeah. And then the last one, Hustlepedia. What I like a lot about Hustlepedia is his gaming fascination. I agree on that. What I also like a lot about him, what other people may seem as boring, is that he gives coins that he likes, and also he sticks to it. Right? It's not like top 10 here, like Altcoin Daily, and a month later it's completely different. Like, of course you have to go with the market, but little like I don't know, stay a little disciplined. I don't know. And that's what he does really good. And yeah, then sometimes it turns out that one of these coins, they go to shit or they rock or whatever, but like that's not his fault. Like I also sometimes looked at coins and I felt like, wow, this looks good. And yeah, at the end of the day, you don't know, right? You're not sure what these projects are going to do. Cannot not blame an influencer. Like if an influencer gets constant paid for shills and all these things rock, then it's a different story, of course. But with him, that's like not the case. Maybe, of course, he has some sponsors as well, but he has his convictions, and that's what I like. And when it comes to charting, when it comes to macro, you don't hear him talk about it. But that's fine, because he probably admits, like, hey, that's not my field. I know about crypto gaming, right? I know about that. I talk to teams. I know about gaming. I know about crypto gaming. I know what a coin makes, what makes a coin good or bad. That's what he's specialized in, and he does that. He does that. So I love that, and I think he has some huge alpha, man. So I will put him here in the huge alpha at the back, though. And why? It's mainly because like Lark and they give more than just coins, right? He just only gives coins, but the way he does it really well. So that's how I would list them. So if anything, I would say make sure that these guys don't appear on your timeline. If you see these, just ignore it. You could look at those, like it's fun, but manage your expectations. Like, okay, don't expect to get rich from what they say. These guys, look at this shit. It's just good stuff. And I would say subscribe on them with the bell notification turned on, because if you follow their information, you will fucking make it. And I again, there could be somebody in the comments like, well, Benjamin Cowen called something back then wrong or whatever. Like, fuck that. Like, these guys do this daily, right? If you call fucking 5,000 things, of course, a couple of these are going to be wrong. But overall, they know their shit and they nailing it. And I must say for myself, since I started to follow these guys, I'm doing fantastic. So yeah. And for the people that might wonder, and you're going to rank yourself now? Of course not. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I cannot put myself here, of course, or here or here. But if I put myself here, it's also a little like arrogant or whatever. So I don't want to do that. Let me know where you think I should belong. Okay, just fair, right? I don't want to hear like here. I just want to hear fair. Like, what do you think? And what could I step up to make it here? Right? Okay, let me know. I think it was pretty fun to do. And please let me know in the comments, like, hey, are there other people that I should include in the second part of this? Because I think this is pretty cool, actually. For now, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and I'll see you guys very soon.